From Russia with love, I fly to you.
Russia, if you're listening.
And a major city yet to be determined in Russia.
All right, Travis Wayne Goodsell, the mail has come. The court has replied. And remember when I did the video about Burgess Owens, the football player, the Oakland Raiders, back in the day, and while I was on my mission in Connecticut, he came and talked, and now he's running for my vote for Congress. And yeah, he's running on ending human trafficking and child slavery. So yes, he's fighting for me to free me from the human trafficking caused by the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints. So yes, I'm sure he's going after the church, especially after speaking at the GOP convention. Alright, so one of these, okay, this is thicker, so this is probably the Informa Pauperis reply. So we'll open the Informa Pauperis reply first, assuming it's the Informa Pauperis reply. Assuming, oh, yeah, there it is. 220 CV 633. I'm surprised they didn't make it 666. Yes. The following notice of electronic filing. The following transaction was entered on 9/9/2020 at 4:22 p.m. That's when I replied saying, I sent you the Informa Pauperis. Oh, yeah, sorry, my bad. And filed on the same day. Yes, got it filed on that day. Goodsell versus Corporation of the President of the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints. They did not do at all. Needs to be at all. Okay, so Judge Jared C. Bennett. Oops. Oh my God. They just assigned it to another Mormon. Do they not? Oh. So yeah, okay, Jared C. Bennett, let's find out more about you. Magistrate Judge Jared Bennett. He pulls right up. Oh God. Jared. Alright. So facultyutah.edu. Huh? Okay, Jared was selected to serve as a United States Magistrate Judge in the District of Utah. So this was back in January when this article came out. Okay, so, oh boy, he's got a bow tie. Adjunct professor, College of Law, and so he's got his own J.C. Bennett at law.utah.edu. Okay, he's got a Bachelor of Science, Political Science, University of Utah, has a jurisdictional doctorate, S.J. Quinney College of Law, University of Utah. Oh, so he's full University of Utah. So that's going to fool me? All the true Mormons go to the University of Utah, right? BYU Cougars. As is the common fight every year, BYU versus U of U football game. Ownership of transmigratory minerals, Utah and zebras? What? Proof that oil and gas ownership laws need reform. Interesting. He's an environmentalist. Okay. Graduated Order of the Coif Form from the University of Utah College of Law in 2001. I mean, he's obviously young. Pamela T. Greenwood. Okay. Certificate in Environmental and Natural Resources Law. Yeah. And a Master of Public Administration from the University of Utah. Jared clerked for the Honorable Pamela T. Greenwood on the Utah Court of Appeals. 2002, Jared was hired as an honors program attorney for the solicitor. He's into the environment. He's not happy with the coronavirus then. Oh. Jared. I go to Jared. If you don't know, Jared is a jewelry here in Utah. I went to Jared. 2005, was hired as an assistant U.S. attorney at the United States Attorney's Office for the District of Utah. United States Department of Justice. He's got experience with this. He was a civil division chief to August 2017. In civil division, he dealt with all types of civil cases, but handled many natural resources cases and defended land use decisions of federal land management agencies. Okay. 2006, served as an environmental crimes prosecutor, AUSA. He taught trial advocacy to prosecutors in Latin America and Asia. Taught in the Dominican Republic, Colombia, El Salvador, Mexico, East Timor. 2013, he testified before the Mexican Senate Judiciary Committee regarding draft legislation for Mexico's Criminal Procedure Code. United States Attorney John W. Huber appointed Jared to serve as the first Assistant United States Attorney for the United States Attorney's Office, District of Utah. I'm not recognizing Mormon names. Since 2004, Jared has taught at the University of Utah in the field of environmental law, environmental crimes, coronavirus. Yay, he understands. Constitutional law, he understands. Natural resources and public lands, property law, and administrative law. Are they being compliant this time around? Is this for real or is this a trap? In 2019, Walters Clower published Jared's law school textbook entitled Environmental Crime, Pollution, and Wildlife Enforcement. In January 2020, Jared was selected to serve as a United States Magistrate Judge in the District of Utah. He began his judiciary service May 2020, exactly when what's-her-name, Oberg, was assigned to my case instead of this guy. His office is located in the United States Courthouse in Salt Lake City. Alright, so let's do some copying and pasting here. Jared Carl Bennett. I hope he's not related to the Bennetts. If the Mormon family, if you know what I mean, you know what I mean. Hey baby, do you know what I mean? Jared Carl Bennett. Okay, and then should just do a screenshot. You take my self-control. You take my self-control. Laura Branigan, I was listening to that before I jumped on and got the mail. Okay, so sealed motion to leave to proceed in form of papyrus. Okay, so who's the main chief judge, though? They're not indicating who the chief judge is. See, I have to. They're still wanting me to go through the pay the pacer, as it is not. So yeah, well, DBB, that should be, because Jared Bennett. So DB has to be the chief judge, but then B, that's it for Bennett? Okay, so they're not telling me who the chief judge is. Hope the other one does. But it looks like DB. Assuming that B is the, let's do an insert of his picture. You take my self-control. Take my self-control. I live among the creatures in Utah. Alrighty. What did you bring them down there for? What are you doing? You purposely. Come on. Come on. Come on. You know what I'm trying to do here. Unbelievable. Alright, then let's change this to 20 font. Jared Carl Bennett. Okay. And then save. And I'm not doing Cloud. Cloud is so lame. I heard about it and I thought, maybe? No. Alright, we'll just save it as his name. Alrighty. Okay, we need more information from you, Jared. And there's your chambers directory. Okay. So I need to bring back up. No, no, no. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Dun, 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 dun. Practices and procedures. Gonna check that, I think. proposed orders, in addition to attaching a copy of the order to the motion, a copy of all proposed orders must be directly emailed to Chambers at the following address. Yeah, that's different, I think. No, same address, okay. Attaching a copy of the order to the motion, a copy of all proposed orders must be emailed. Okay. Proposed orders emailed to Chambers must be editable and submitted in order. Yeah. Courtesy copies. Courtesy copies are required for dispositive motions, along with associated memoranda and exhibits. Okay. Parties should also provide a joint binder of exhibits with an appendix for evidentiary hearings. Alrighty, this is just technical details. I'm sure I'm riveting you to your seats. This is the Let Mormons Go, the Mormon, or the Moses argument. That's what I'm calling this, guys. Alright, we need to save that. Alrighty. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, Bloomberg has something on this guy. Bloomberg.com. See, like I told them before, people are watching. See, here's Bloomberg. Watching everything. Everybody does. And so that they can use it as Kompromat if they need to. You have to do the right thing all the time. Waddups first, Oberg. See, now Oberg's compromised. She is now known around the world as compromised. Alright, so doesn't have any extra. That's the court, right? Yes. Thought they gave away his home address. Not a good idea, Bloomberg. Alright, he's got a LinkedIn account. Yay. I'm gonna befriend him. Okay. Yeah, no. No picture. Okay. I now know where he lives. He's been where all the fun action's been taking place lately. Utah Court of Appeals. Oh, interesting. Oh. So yeah, I've apparently gotten behind with my LinkedIn stuff. U.S. Department of Justice. So, wow. Oh. Try premium for free. Yeah, and then pay $50 billion thereafter. He's got a Facebook account. Oh, it's the State Bar Facebook account. The Utah State Bar has a Facebook account. Hold on a minute, guys. I'm going to take care of this program here. John W. Huber, that's the previous thing mentioned, with the Department of Justice for Utah. Man accused of threatening to kill President Trump pleads not guilty. Appeared before a U.S. magistrate judge on Thursday, back in 2018. So this is where he, assistant U.S. attorney. Yeah, oh wow. This is news. Fox 13 Now, Utah. This is interesting. Okay. Travis Luke Dominguez. Man accused of threatening to kill President Trump pleads not guilty. And so we're going to see 33 appeared before a magistrate judge where he pleaded not guilty. Doesn't say who the judge was. Interesting. Okay. Certainly, he still made them. We were unaware that he was about to commit them, but certainly we are very concerned that he made them in the first place. Assistant U.S. Attorney Jared Bennett told Fox 13 outside of court. So yes, he also is involved in terrorism cases. Isn't that interesting? See, last time they put in a person experienced in federal defense cases to protect the church. This time they're putting in a guy to protect me. Or so it appears. It was Warner. Paul Warner was the magistrate judge on that one. The indictment is troubling to this court because of the nature of the charges made. Not only to the president, whom we all bow and give obeisance to, but the people of the state of Utah. Are you still thinking that now, Judge Warner? See, Dominguez, he's a political victim. He's a political prisoner. Oh, wow. Dominguez faces more than 100 years in federal prison if convicted of all the charges. Wow. So I have got an awesome guy in the magistrate judgeship, benchship. I wonder what happened to him. Wonder if he decided to plead guilty after all to lesser charges, less time. What do you... No! What are you doing? In Russia, people praise us for our love of country. Because maybe they're thinking, hey, maybe Jared can see through this and dismiss it as fraud and save the church. Even though I went over the Eagle Gate yesterday, correcting myself and confirming, yeah, Brigham Young is Illuminati. That's what the Seagull Gate means. It's his residence, the Ponderosa, which means the symbol of the Illuminati at his homestead. Yeah, Illuminati guys. This is not their church. They stole it from Joseph Smith and then completely gutted it so that they can do what they wanted with it. Jared C. Bennett case in terrorist case in 2018. Okay. I'm sure the Secret Service were going, yeah, you guys handle this. We're not interested. This is nothing. He's not going to do anything. Alright, interesting. Here we have a PDF for Bennett. "10 hours later, Okay. So this was him filing on behalf of the United States of America, I'm assuming. Yep, when he was with Hoover again. It's before Robert J. Shelby and Judge Brooke C. Wells. Yeah, I'm familiar with her. We went to jail. Okay, this was Philip K. Lyman and Monty Jerome Wells. And the magistrate judge is Brooke C. Wells? Interesting. I'm gonna have to review this case another time. The United States provides this memorandum regarding its sentencing position for defendant Philip K. Lyman and Monty J. Wells, collectively defendants, pre-sentencing report. In sum, the United States recommends that this court impose a sentence which includes reasonable term of incarceration, term of supervised release. I remember this. Philip K. Lyman, Monty Jerome Wells. Philip K. Lyman, I forgot the Monty Jerome Wells. I had another L. Monty Jerome Wells. Recapture Canyon protest. Is this the... Interesting. The 4 alleged ride organizers charged with red include Blanding, Monticello. Where are the Cliven Bundy supporters now? Yeah. And this is the land standoff, isn't it? Cliven Bundy. Yeah, I thought this was familiar. So from Forbes. A long history of encounters with the law. No surprise that those who responded to his call to arms had their own troubles and grudges with the government. So, am I being treated as a Bundy? You took our guns! Many of these Bundy supporter crimes were caught on camera. They're innocent until proven guilty by a court of peers in the social media platform. Overcooked noodle. Bundy-related threats and harassment with all of the backbone and resolve of an overcooked noodle, leaving 20 years of confrontations. Interesting. So yeah, wow. Yep, here they are. Philip K. Lyman, Monty Jerome Wells, Shane Morris Marion, and Franklin Trent Holiday. These organizers of the illegal Recapture Canyon ATV in Utah were charged with conspiring to operate off-road vehicles. Ooh, on public lands, because Jared's an environmentalist. Closed to off-road vehicles and aiding and abetting operations of off-road vehicles on public lands. Closed to off-road vehicles. Trial is scheduled for 2015. But Yeah, of course the news would help support against the Bundys by constantly reporting the deaths that occurred by driving ATVs. Interesting. Yep. Bad boys, what you gonna do? What you gonna do when they come for you? Utah attorney announces Women in Leadership Initiative. He put Oberg in position? Because this was Oberg's thing when I was checking her out. Department of Justice. Okay. Attorney John Huber announced today the creation of Women in Leadership. Ms. Martinez. Yeah, her predecessor will begin as a federal judge. This is a different notification, apparently, because I don't see Oberg listed here. Alrighty, that's all they're giving me on this guy. So, I think we'll move along. Rawhide. And apparently we've got some other law documents that have been filed. So, yeah, I can do full study on him if I cared to. Alright, let's see if I can find my case online for you guys. Travis, Wayne, Goodsell, v. the Corporation of the President of the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints. There's the old one still highlighted. Yeah, that's 2019. Casetext.com. There it is. August 10th, 2020. 10th Circuit. What? I didn't file anything with the 10th Circuit. I'm going to have to see what this is. Goodsell v. My goodness. United States District Court for District of Utah, 10 August 2020. 219 CB 00711. What is this? Huh. Oh, this is Judge Waddups. Wow. And you can download it as a PDF. Oberg recommended. Pursuant. My goodness, I didn't know this. Hereby approved. Mr. Goodsell has potentially raised an objection that would trigger de novo review. The court can only find one instance where I potentially raised an objection that would trigger de novo review. De novo. From the new. Okay. So a new review. Yeah. His argument that his amended complaint presents sufficient facts. See, he disregarded that they didn't submit the waiver back to me so that I can supply it to the court. Yeah. So, bleep you, wad-ups. That's it. See, an ad hominem attack? No, I gave the evidences. It's not ad hominem if you provide the evidences to support it. Ad hominem is where, oh, she's only for the church and she's evil and she has no jurisdiction, and that's an ad hominem. Dumbass. See, I never even bothered to open it. So let's see if they are they going to allow me to? Huh, okay. Cool. So they allowed me to have it sent to my email, so I don't have to scan it. Interesting. Alright. The LDS Church Mafia Crime. What's this one? LDS Church whistleblower versus Nixon whistleblower versus Jesus Trump. It must have been a... Where is this from, guys? Pinterest. We'll have to put in... Are you kidding me? You're forcing me to put it in the... You suck, Google. 220. See, Lee. 00633 DBB. Okay. Maybe it's not in the dockets yet, because I only see the old ones. There's law360.com. No, I'm not signing up now. Yeah, that's the old one. So I'm not finding it yet. Okay. April 2. Ad hominem? A new case? My God, what a dumbass. And I'm all over Pinterest, apparently. New Zealand, Canada, Italy. I don't know what AT is for. IE. It's not Emerald Emirates, is it? And then a CH? I'm all over the world. Oh, that's my ancient Egyptian translation lessons introduction for the CH. But, okay. Huh. Okay, these are my books. Alright. So I can't find it. Alright, let's open this other one. See if we can find out who the chief judge is. I'll have to look up online to see who matches DB. supposed to separate them out. That's the thing. Okay. Order of recusal. Okay, so it was filed, it was given to Judge David Barlow. That's the DB. And then B is for Bennett. Judge David Barlow recused himself. This is how it was supposed to have been done in the beginning. What ups? Case reassigned to Judge Bruce S. Jenkins. Okay, so he's the chief judge. Bruce Jenkins. So they tried to give it to a Mormon and a Mormon said no. Okay, so that maybe that's why it didn't come up as. So let's try this other BSJ. And then we'll check on Jenkins. Huh. 220 CV 00633 BSJ Pacer monitor. Or is it just pace monitor? So it's not showing up. Corporation of the President of the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints. Pace monitor or pacer monitor? It's pacer monitor. They're not making this easy for me to find. Pacer, September 2020. No, it's still showing last year's. Somebody else made a PDF. FT Gostinici Summary. Russia is aware of this lawsuit. Russia alert, Russia alert, Russia alert. And another one, G8.salon-gc.ru. Russia alert, Russia alert. Russia, oh man, they're all over. Oh crap. Russia knows and have been following it. Oh crap. Oh man, Russia knows. Russia knows. Oh man. So yeah, we've got an order of recusal for the second one. So I don't have the actual approval with the stamped filing, which I sort of need, guys. Maybe they're not going to give it to me. Maybe I got to go to Pacer to get it. Yeah, this is going to be interesting. But I've got time now before I can serve, so. Oh my God. We'll do a pic screen for you of the RUs. RU is Russia, in case you didn't know. Alright, let's add it to the... Oh boy. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Chef Boyardee. I'm hungry, it's lunchtime. Alright, where are you? There you are. So, yes, remember the Russian on academia.edu who decided to do his research at Moscow University that I did a video on and pointed out to you that he's trying to do a history of the Freemason connection to the church, and I told you and he's got some errors, so be careful. Russia is coming for you, Mormons. There's the proof. They're paying attention to everything. And the temple, yet to be decided, in a major city in Russia. And I put in this one, I don't think I did. I think I did it in the video. But, yeah, Russia has the Scottish Rites 2 eagles. As I pointed out, Illuminati is 1 eagle with the inverted pentagram. So, alright, so maybe I'm still waiting for some stuff. As it was approved for Informa Pauperis, and so I don't have the approval documents yet. This is just to let me know that Judge David Barlow recused. Oh yeah, I was going to check out Judge Bruce S. Jenkins. So maybe Judge Bruce S. Jenkins is going to recuse himself too, and I will expect that on Monday. Let's see, Judge Bruce S. Jenkins. Robert the Bruce. Bruce Sterling Jenkins. He's got a Wikipedia page. He looks like Wad-Ups. Born in Salt Lake City, Utah. Served in the United States Navy in World War II. Well, after World War II. 45 to 46. So, yeah, after. Received a Bachelor's of Arts from University of Utah. Juris Doctorate, J. Quincy College of Law, University of Utah. Private practice, 52 to 65. Assistant State Attorney General in 52. Deputy County Attorney of Salt Lake County, Utah, 54 to 58. Member of the Utah Senate. From 59 to 65. 65, he became a referee in bankruptcy for the District of Utah. 73 to 78, he was a bankruptcy judge. Bankruptcy? Is the church planning to go bankrupt so that they can get away with their crimes? Is that why they need you? Interesting. He was nominated by Jimmy Carter to a seat on the United States District Court for District of Utah, vacated by Judge William Ritter. Was confirmed by the United States Senate on September 20th, 1978, right after the quid pro quo between the church and the United States government to drop the Edmunds-Tucker Act if the church allowed blacks the priesthood again. So yes, the church under Nelson changed the law of chastity to allow polygamy now that the Edmunds-Tucker Act is done away. However, I'm filing RICO and bringing up this sore subject. Rubbish! He served as chief judge from 1984 to 1993 and is taught as an adjunct professor, University of Utah, 87 to 88. He assumed senior status 1994. So like he's near death. 1927. How old does that make him? 93. He just turned 93. He's going to die during this case. But he was appointed by Jimmy Carter. So I don't know if Jimmy was prone to keeping Republicans in a Republican state, or if Utah was a Democrat state back then. or what? Okay. So I'll download this as a PDF. So he's most likely Mormon. He'll most likely have to recuse himself. But I'm sure they can't resist wanting to know. But they have the file number. They can look it up themselves. Alright, let's check David Barlow, who recused himself. Barlow. Okay, he has a Wikipedia page. Recused. He's a youngin', my goodness. And he recused. Good boy. Fine young Mormon boy. So, yeah, we'll add him to the list. Recused. Alright, so Brigham Young automatically disqualifies him as legitimate. Began his career as associate, blah blah blah, in 1998, 2000 and 2010. He worked at Sidney Austin, first as an associate from 2000 to 2006. In 2011, he served as general counsel, as chief judiciary committee counsel, Senator Mike Lee, another traitor to America. U.S. Attorney for the District of Utah, was nominated to be Attorney for the District of Utah. He confirmed by voice vote, September 26, 2011. He resigned from the Department of Justice in 2014. 2014-2017, returned to private sector. He was vice president for compliance at Walmart's Health and Wellness. Man, this guy is not very well recommended. He failed to work at the Department of Justice, and so he went to the private sector. Man. May 29, 2019. Put in by Trump. Yep. See, if you're not paying attention, during Trump's administration, Mitch McConnell's been going bonkers. He's wanting all Nazi judges throughout the land, and has succeeded in doing a record number of Nazi judges throughout the United States. Specifically because after he did a number of them, the Republicans decided to test it to see how well it would work by trying to shut down rights for women. Remember that? I'm sure women do. Barlow apparently is one of those guys who was put in for that intentional purpose. President Trump nominated Barlow to the seat vacated by Judge Clark Waddups, who took senior status on January 31st, 2019. On July 17th, 2019, a hearing on his nomination was held before the Senate Judiciary Committee. Okay, so Trump's going to be pissed because Putin wants the church, and so then Trump wants the church to succeed here because Russia's watching. The Senate invoked cloture on his nomination by a vote of 88-4. Now, like I said, this was the Senate going whole hog on putting Nazis on the judgeships around America. So, wow, he recused himself. You traitor! Who was it? They're talking about him the other day. Who was it? It's the little guy that they always joke about being a tiny guy, and Stephen Colbert had him as an elf, and he recused himself from the Trump investigation with Russia, and Trump was pissed. Can't remember. It's gonna come back to me. He's from the South. He tried running for governor or something. I think he got his butt kicked. But interesting. Okay. Yeah, so we're not there yet. Now we have to see if Bruce S. Jenkins is going to recuse, because it was signed on 9/10/20. Okay. Yeah. And that allowed it to get here today. So yeah, Jenkins does not have time yet to decide if he's going to take the case. And I'm going to be very suspect if it doesn't get recused all the way through the courts. What will happen then? Let's find out. Since I'm here, since we've got this 10-hour video for you, I'm sure you're all excited and hanging onto the edge of your seats. What would happen if all federal judges recuse themselves in a case? Judges recuse themselves when they take no part in deciding cases that they have a compromised interest in. U.S. Code. He shall also disqualify himself in the following circumstances. Consequences of judges not recusing themselves. If a judge fails to recuse himself, but what if all? Has this not ever happened in America before? Recusal of judges, U.S. pharmacist? Put another way, the decision will set precedent for all federal courts. What does that apply to? In describing the facts of the case, one was likened to dispute. So apparently, it's never happened. What would happen if all Supreme Court justices recuse? Well, this is close enough, maybe. Okay, scroll in. Matters of the law. 5 SC South Carolina judges have recused themselves in Navlakla case. What would happen if all judges did so? They have not provided reasons for their decision to recuse themselves from the case of the activists accused of instigating case violence in Bima Corregion. Apparently people are trying to get in here. Oh, install scrolling. Okay, since September, okay. Police have claimed, house arrest, recusal and the rule of law. The concept of recusal has a long history both in the United Kingdom and the United States. Not interested. Navaka case. However, since the prerogative to recuse herself vests in a particular judge, she is not expected to reveal the reason for her recusal in the judicial order. Yeah, because he doesn't recuse it. He doesn't give an explanation. He just says, I'm recusing. And so it was reassigned to somebody else. Unfortunately, this process yields to speculation, because it's never happened. There is also the possibility of the concept of recusal being misused by parties that may not like a particular judge handling their case. Fortunately, this process leads to speculation, especially if the matter at hand is sensitive. When the police action, the case, if they all agree, there we go. As an academic question, with so many recusals already, some have wondered what would happen should all the judges of the Supreme Court decide to recuse from a matter. Such an event has never occurred in independent India. What about the United States? Isn't that what we're wanting to know here? And is highly unlikely. However, there are provisions in the books to cover such a situation. But this is India. Under Article 128 of the Constitution? Yeah, this is not America. So apparently India foresaw a potential for this, in which the chief judge, with the consent of the president, can appoint a retired judge of the Supreme Court or a high court to sit in and act as a judge. Unlike Article 127, which allows the chief judge to appoint a high court judge as an ad hoc judge when there is no quorum in the Supreme Court. Article 128 does not talk about the necessity of a quorum. Such an appointment is need-based. So if the situation ever arises that all sitting judges recuse themselves from the matter, it is possible that retired judges could be asked to preside over the case. Wow, I'm sure Waddups wants to join in again. Oh, give it to me. Give it to me. You can't. You're part of the case. You've got counts. You can't be in it. So yeah, there's no explanation for what happens if all Mormons in the federal courts recuse themselves. Okay, so it's up to find out whether Jared Carl Bennett will be recusing himself or not. So, yeah. So apparently it was first given to Judge David Barlow. He recused, and then it was given to Judge Bennett. He must have accepted it in order to approve the motion for leave to proceed inform pauperis. That's the only thing I can figure. It just says I filed it though. So this is the case that I filed. So yeah, maybe not. We'll have to wait and see. Chaos in Russia about the church. Alright, over an hour long. My goodness. I'm sure I've got all of you riveted to the seat of your pants.